coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Johnson.
Number 33.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 40.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. The Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Dallas.
A first down throw for Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Well, he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Way down to the 29. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Cowboys nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A 1st down carry by Elliott, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
Gun. Here's Prescott. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the 1st half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for T.J. Hockenson. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. His throw caught. Hit him at the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Coverage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play action. Newton. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. They will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run with Swift.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Prescott now.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Blandover.
He will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Lions 28, Cowboys 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 22 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 7. Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go to Elliott again. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The tackle.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 23-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man is Higgins. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Steps away to his left. It is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Carried by number 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down, through an opening, and there he goes. It's a big play there for the Lions. 52 yards. First big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it would appear that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start with no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Throwing here, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
To C.D. Lamb.
C.D. Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.